I'm about to play an electric guitar.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first of many exciting interviews with the talented people that come through Orlando, The Social, The Beecham. I'm JB Webb. Welcome to Live from The Social. We're here chatting with a talented young man from an infectiously groovy band called The Heavy Pets. It's Jeff. Welcome to our humble little endeavor here to document all that is great about Orlando culture.
Thanks for having me, JB. Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure, man, to be able to talk with you. I love your style of music. It's a great fusion. R&B, rock is in there, jazz is in there. There's a lot of great, as I said, kind of infectious, mellow grooves in your music. So I always love to find out about people, like the origin of your band. You said, we talked just a minute ago, you're going to be about 9 years old here coming up this year as a group. So maybe give us a little bit of origin into the Heavy Pets. How'd you guys kind of get formed up?
Well, Mike, the other guitar player, and myself met in high schools. We've been playing together for a really long time. Yeah. And a few years later, I was fortunate enough to meet Jim, our keyboardist, at Syracuse University. And
up in New York.
Yeah, up in New York. And I've been playing music with him since then. And likewise, Jamie and Tony, our drummer and bassist, met in grade school and have been in a band together since high school. And Jim knew Jamie. It just kind of worked out, and I think what really benefits our group a lot is the fact that we at least have one other person in the band. Every one of us has at least one other person in the band that we've known since we were children.
Yeah, like a cell, cell division. It's kind of like you have the both pieces there. So you're originally from New York?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Right.
Yeah, I used to live in upstate New York. That's beautiful up there, but you can't beat Florida.
It is gorgeous.
You guys are headquartered down south right now, right? Okay.
Yep, we're based down south in the Boynton Delray Beach area. Yeah. We have a studio down in Boca, and it's a great place to be when we're not on tour. Yeah. It's a great place to go back to.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a great place to call home. So listen, the Heavy Pets. What can you tell me about the origin of that name as far as what it means? It's an interesting name. It could be taken, in the regard of its, deep, but yet you're saying pets. So, is it a play on words, or
it is a play on words. I mean, it's an old phrase that your grandparents might have used. But,
I
think it kind of goes over a lot of people's heads nowadays. But we're talking more about the verb. Not the noun.
Okay. All right. So the Heavy Pet. We're gonna take care of you.
That's right. That's right.
That's badass. So you guys have been getting a lot of radio play, Sirius XM radio play.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate with that.
So tell me a little bit about the element of my song. I'm skipping around a little bit on that, but "Keep Me Running" is the song that's in extensive rotation on Sirius XM. What are the components of that song that you feel might be, people are identifying with more? What facets? Now, there's a lot of different facets to your band. How many people in the band?
It's a 5-piece band.
5-piece, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's really tough to say, with any
certain
objectivity or frame of reference or certainty, whatever. We recorded a 2-song EP called Two Horses. There's 2 tracks, both of which we're incredibly proud of. Yeah. I kind of would have thought maybe the other one would have been Last Babies would have been the one picked up by the radio, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But they're both really killer tracks, and I think what people like so much about Keep Me Running is that it's groovy. There's some really fierce bass stuff going on in that song. Yeah. Tony lays some unbelievable bass lines down, and I think people like the bass.
Yeah.
But there's also there's a really killer keyboard solo, and there's some.
So everybody kind of shines a little bit.
Everybody shines a little bit, and it's dancey and groovy, and it's kind of like almost 2 songs put together. But people seem to really like it. It's had a tremendous impact, I think, on this band, and we're pretty grateful for that. The people are recognizing it.
Well, that's good. Well, as I shared with you, I'm a huge Jamiroquai style fan. So you guys have a lot of that kind of flavor in your music. Like you said, you kind of take a page from that, where you mix all these different styles together, kind of make your own.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing with us is that we have songs. We're all songwriters in the band, and tonight we'll probably play songs written by 4 different members of the band. So we have all these different styles. We're all coming from different places musically, and our influences are all so varied. So we have a lot of that Jamiroquai influence from certain songwriters in the band, and a whole lot of influence from other stuff from the other guys. And we write in a very kind of democratic way, at least the way that we write and produce our own music. I think another thing that really people like about Keep Me Running is that it's the first track. This latest EP was the first thing that we've self-produced in years.
Oh, wow.
So as much as we had the benefit and the ability to work with some great producers,
right?
But I think
having more control.
There's a realness to
creation process.
Right. There's a realness to what we have going on with that tune.
And that's great.
And the way that we write and record, we like I said before, that we've all been friends for so long. Nobody's afraid to open up their mouth
and finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody has the ability to kind of make their mark or have their influence in a song, but we're also not trying to step on each other's toes. So it's kind of like, you write a song, we're gonna play it exactly the way you want it first. Let's hear it like that, and then I'm gonna.
And now I'm gonna maybe fill this in here.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna give you my ideas, and that's. We kind of have this weird process, because for a lot of bands, I think that would be a disaster.
Right. They can't even work together. They can barely be on stage.
Right.
But you guys have it sound like, and the music makes it sound like you have a real beautiful collaborative effort, which is good to hear. So with this tour going on, you've got the spring tour. You guys are actually working on another EP while you're touring. You were Rags to Aces, right? Rags and Aces,
which apparently is a poker term, and it's a line in one of the songs. A song called Dew Point that we're going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks is a same songwriter as Keep Me Running, which would be Jim, the keyboardist, and it's super groovy, and it's got some really wild synth stuff in it, and we even put some Foley art in there and some weird background noises to make you feel like you're in a casino, and the lights are whirring, and the sound and the noise and the people talking and poker chips and slot machines. And it definitely adds to this party vibe of the song. It's a song about being up all night, and so that's really fun. We're excited to be releasing that. But while we were on this run, we got a bunch of new edits. We had the engineer do some interesting things, running it to tape and so on and so forth, running it to real tape. And we got to hear those mixes and kind of approve them while we were on the road. So it's funny that even while we're 1,000 miles away, we're still.
That's beautiful though. That's great.
Getting work done, and oddly enough, we don't even have a release date set for Rags and Aces, but it should be coming in the next couple of weeks. Monday we go back in the studio to record the next one.
Oh wow.
Which is something that we get really excited about, and I think that's a place that we've always envisioned and wanted to be.
Working musicians creating while you're out working.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, and that's a great segue to the fact that the spring tour is not over. Spring's just starting. You guys are playing Wani, Purple Hatters. Mm-hmm. So some big festivals around here, Southeast.
That's right. We're heading back up north as well to do an extensive run. I don't know. I think some of those dates have been announced, but please be on the lookout for that. If anyone from up north is listening here, we're going to be playing Brooklyn Bowl and Underground Arts in Philadelphia, and a whole lot of places up north.
Do you find, and I'm just going to throw this at you, do you find the different spots you play across the country? Do you get different stronger reactions from people in different areas of the country, or is it?
Of course, every area is different, and I think a lot of it just has to do with how much work you've put in any given city. You know, like we're all from the Northeast,
so you kind of got a built-in fan base, as
exactly.
it were, there. Okay.
We have roots there, and we all went to school in the Northeast, so we have a lot of friends up there, and they kind of help to generate a buzz. At least when we were starting out, you know, you rely so much on your friends to do a lot of the legwork for
networking.
You need
when you
that.
used to have to make flyers and junk like that
years
ago, right?
We still do. We definitely get have a really good thing going on up in the Northeast. But now, because we finally had some sort of tour strategy, if you will, of at least making sure that we're going places with some sort of regularity.
Right.
We're not going there at all, you know.
Hitting them back
up.
up.
So now we're starting to feel some traction in the Southeast too, which has been super fun. So the last 2 weeks we've been out around the South. You know, the last couple of nights in Valdosta and Macon and Milledgeville, and things really happening in Georgia for us. We just played a show with the Revivalists, whom we played with here at the Social the last time. Through, and they put us in front of a sold-out crowd at Tipitina's in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. So that was
damn! So you just came from there,
yeah, definitely.
That's the joint.
Tremendous, highlight for sure.
Well, I think it's exactly what you said. You guys are really sounding like you're organic, just from the top to the bottom, in the creation of the music, the playing of the music, the vibe of the music itself. When you bring a lot of those great styles together, it can be one of two things, right? Glorious, or, hey, that doesn't fit. Right. You guys have hit the glorious tone for, almost 10 years here coming on. So, I mean, major props, major congratulations to you for being a working musician that's still working and making more music as you're working.
Right,
that's a big thing. So,
no, thank you very much. We've been very fortunate to have, to have the people helping us that are helping us now. A lot of the recording stuff we couldn't have possibly done, and the tour, everything we couldn't have possibly done without Brotherly Love Productions, which is our management team, and they just do a fantastic job of kind of like making our dreams realities.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well,
awesome.
I want to see nothing but great stuff from you guys. I'm super excited to see your set tonight. I'm grateful you took some time to chat with us on kind of the first of Inside the Social, live from the Social. So I appreciate that. In closing, though, what's a good place if people are hearing this interview, they want to go check you guys out? TheHeavyPets.com. Is a good website.
TheHeavyPets.com.
What other good? Do you got a Twitter handle, or what do you? How do you like to do that?
We do have a Twitter handle, which I believe is just at The Heavy Pets.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram, also as The Heavy Pets. And of course, you can find us on Facebook, which I believe is Facebook.
Yeah. The Heavy Pets.
/ The Heavy Pets.
Yeah.
But if you want to find our music, there's a website called archive.org.
Okay.
You go to it and
just type in the
Heavy Pets,
okay.
And it's literally got I don't know how many shows, just dozens and dozens and dozens of shows for free.
Oh, really?
That you can just download for free. We also have a SoundCloud, so you can look us up on there too, and probably listen to any and all of our studio work.
That's badass. The music is infectious. It's beautiful. It's glorious. It's collaborative. It's innovative. And we're speaking with Jeff from the Heavy Pets. Thanks again, man, for your time.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. I'm JB Webb here, live in between the Social and the Beecham. Thanks for doing our live from the Social interview cast, and we'll see you the next time.
I'm about to play an electric guitar.